I will show you the fastest way to send, receive files between all devices. Whether you're on a PC, Mac, Linux, iPhone, iPad, or Android phone tablets, whatever. These methods will work flawlessly. So, the first method. We want to use an app called Send Anywhere. This program works with all kinds of platforms. Whether you have an Android, iOS, Windows, or Mac, or Linux, or whatever. It'll all work, trust me. So, for this demo, I'm going to use an iPad and a Windows. But just keep in mind that all this is universal. It is cross-platform, and it's really simple to use. But let me show you. We go to sendanywhere.com and we download the application. So, after you download, we get to this screen. And, okay, I open up Send Anywhere on my iPad. Let's say I wanted to send a picture from my Windows computer. Once you add that file, you can type this code on your iPad. Hit receive. And it's really fast. So let's see it. There it is. Cool. By default, if it's a photo or video, it goes straight into your camera roll. And if you don't want that, you can go into settings and get rid of it. It's under more, settings, and right here, the second one, receive auto save to camera roll. You can toggle that. Alright, that's cool. Now, what if I want to send a file to my Windows computer from my iPad? You go to Files under Send. Let's say I wanted to send this essay beat. Just click that, and then hit Send on the bottom. Let's go to Demo Accounts, Windows. Or you can type the 6-digit code on your Windows computer. Over here, under Receive, there's a place for the key. But since I've already transferred files between these two devices, I don't need to do that anymore. Let's just click the device under Recent Device. Here, okay. And cool. Go to History. I see my file. So it uploads to their server. And when you're ready to receive the file, you can hit Download. And once it's done, then open it. And under Downloads, we have this file. I'm not going to play it because of copyright, but you get the idea. And honestly, this method works pretty good. It's cross-platform. I have an Android. I have both tablets and a phone. I also have a Mac, I have a PC, and I have an iPad and an iPhone. Never had an issue. Now, if you don't like the spam, you're going to have to pay. Now, let's check out the second method. can also use an SSD, a physical SSD. In this case, this is a portable SSD. Everyone knows how to use a device like this. One thing to note is that you need to make sure it's in the right file format. So when you format the drive, it should be in exFAT and not NTFS like the one on Windows. Out of the box, this should already be configured correctly for you. So you shouldn't have to worry about it. Something to note for this method, it works on all platforms except an iPhone. It works just fine on an iPad. But for an iPhone, because the SSD cannot be powered by the iPhone, this is a restriction of the iPhone. The iPhone cannot establish a connection to the device. So, if you really want to use an iPhone, you can still do it. You just need to spend an extra however amount of money Apple charges you to get an adapter like this. This one is $40, but it should be an aftermarket one for cheaper. So you don't really actually have to get this one. And when you use it, you just use it like a normal external storage device. And if you really care about it, you don't actually have to get this one. You can use any other ones. The benefit of this method is that you don't need to have an internet connection. If you have a very slow connection, it's going to take a lot of time. And if you have something urgent you need to send through, you're going to be in big trouble. But something like this is very portable. It's very small and it's very lightweight. And it transfers at USB 3 speeds, which is very fast compared to a Wi-Fi. The last method, you can use a Google Drive or any other cloud storage platforms like Azure, iCloud, or Dropbox. The downside to this method is if you want to sync the files to your machine, sometimes the computer starts lagging. And it gets pretty irritating when you're trying to get work done on your machine. Also, if your connection is very slow, this can be a problem. This runs through the wide area network, which is from your device to, let's say, Google or Dropbox or Apple. It is a lot slower compared to your Wi-Fi speed, which brings us to the next method. And the more preferred method is by using a NAS, a network attached storage. This is from Synology. They have a pretty good track record. And you can configure your NAS to have really big amount of storage. We're talking about like minimum couple terabytes, maximum depends on the drive size and how many bays you get. This one has 18. This one has 24. Smaller ones, here's a 2 bay. Here's a 1 bay. And there's even a white one. The best thing about this method is that not only can you take advantage of your fast Wi-Fi network when you're at home, you can also configure it so that you can have access when you're outside, say in a coffee shop, or when you're on a train, an Uber, or wherever else you go, even across the planet in another country. Pretty cool. Alright guys, let me know, what are your favorite methods of sending and receiving files on different devices? I'm curious to know, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this content, and would like to see more, please subscribe and hit that bell to be notified when a new release happens. I'll see you in the next one.